Docker. Recently, Docker has been gaining a lot of attention, and everyone is implementing it. So I got curious, what exactly is Docker? What problems does it solve? And can it enhance my existing setup? So let's explore the world of Docker containers together. Join me as we dive in and set up various services using Docker. In this video, we'll explore how Docker works, how it has transformed the way we set up services, and how to install it on your computer. Let's dive into the world of containers. To understand how Docker works, let's take an example. We need to host a web server. For that, we will require a front-end server, a back-end server, and a database. Conventionally, we needed 3 sets of machines where we would install the operating system. Then make the necessary configuration and finally install the application or host the services. It required a lot of hardware to maintain. You had to deal with a huge cost of hardware, physical space, and maintenance for each server. Then came the era of virtual machines. Whenever we need a server, we can spin up multiple virtual machines and then install the specific OS required. And then we can configure those virtual machines to host the services. It might have decreased the hardware complexity, but still, there were a lot of things to manage in terms of software, like different dependencies and software configurations. Whenever there is a requirement to transfer a database from one server to another, first you have to prepare a different machine which can run the same version of the database. Then you can reinstall all the applications required. And finally, migrate the data from server 1 to server 2. Then came Docker, a new containerization technology that can just run a specific service. That means we do not need to be dependent on any infrastructure. We can just spin up a new container and run that specific service we want to run. You can migrate it from one machine to another, and it will start running just the same way. With Docker, you can package an application and all its dependencies into a single container. This way, you can run the container anywhere, and it will work consistently without worrying about software or application version conflicts. Now let's see how we can install Docker. We can install Docker in Linux, Windows, and Mac as well. In this video, we will install in Ubuntu Linux. You can check the documentation for Windows and Mac OS. It is out of scope for this video. We can open Google and search Docker install following by the OS name. Now open official Docker website documents. Once we scroll down, we will get one section for installation methods. We need to run these commands to add the Docker's official GPG key and repository to the apt source. I will copy this to a script so it can run all at once. If you scroll down a little more, you can find install Docker's packages. I will copy this entire command and paste it in the script. Let me add -y at the end of this command so it will be installed without confirmation. You can also add this last line to avoid using sudo while using Docker command. At last, we need to reboot. So we are ready to install Docker in our machine. All we need to do is run this script. Make sure this script is having executable permissions before running it. Once the system is rebooted, we can see that the Docker has been installed successfully. And that's it. You now understand the fundamentals of Docker and how to use it on Linux. I hope this helps you get started on your containerization journey. In our next video, we're going to dive into another exciting topic, the services of Docker. Don't miss it. Also, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop a comment below. See you in the next one.